Hi, everyone. Val with Dragonfly Crystals here with my beautiful co-host, Marina of Heart-Centered Tarot, here for episode 109 of Messages for Lightworkers. And I'm so glad you could join us. This is a pre-recorded show because I'm actually going to be in Cancun when this airs. So I just wanted to say thank you to Marina for recording this show today on a Sunday night yet. And here we are. So, because I didn't want to miss this episode. And the guides and angels, man, they're always coming through with beautiful, beautiful messages for everyone. And today was just, we were talking backstage, Marina and I, and today it was just a beautiful example of that. And Marina, why don't you tell everyone what you have and the cards you got, because it really dovetails in to
Totally. So I was telling Val as I'd gone to my my local tarot group. We meet every Sunday, most of you know. And I was a little salty. And I'd made a couple comments that I thought, wait a minute, that's not me. That doesn't resonate. Yeah, why would I do that? And I did. I said out loud, why am I being nasty? What is going on? Where is this coming from? And so on. In retrospect, I think it happened because it had to happen so that we could discuss what we need to discuss for this recording, which,
the same thing happened to me today.
Yes. Now, the good news is I didn't stay in that energy. It didn't take me long to recognize it, to address it, to name it, and then to let it go. Right? To just kind of like, exactly. Oh, okay, well, it's for a reason. I didn't spend the rest of the day thinking, why was I triggered? Why did that happen? Why did this happen? It's just, okay, it happened. I'll know when I know. So meeting with Val, yes, we start talking about this. And I was drawn to pull cards from, and hold on, here we go. The angelic activations. And I haven't really worked with this step before. Mm-hmm. And I thought, well, okay, today's the day. Today's the day that I'm going to get the message. And talk about on point. It's like, are you kidding me? Like,
they were like unbelievable. I mean, you couldn't make these cards up for that. No. And what I got, it all is perfect.
Exactly. Exactly. So the first card, and I have to put my glasses on or I can't read this, this is Holy Amethyst. Beautiful picture with all kinds of different shades of purple and amethyst and whatnot. And the message here is, you are the light. The activation is, I am a light of hope in the world. Okay, here's a little more of an explanation. You have a light within you, and this light will never go out. Whenever you face darkness, this brilliance has the opportunity to shine. Right now, God and the angels are calling you to switch your light on full. Stand in the greatness of your spirit. Do not back down, and be the bringer of good that you were born to be.
Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. I am the light. I'm here to bring hope into the world. And yes, whenever you get into that darkness, like that, why am I being nasty? Right?
Yeah.
Just you're supported. Okay. And let it go. Let it.
Yes.
So the next one is, again, another beautiful card.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah. And this one is universal energies. The message here is you are ascending. And the activation is I support myself in the process of ascension.
Wow.
Or ascension, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. You are flying high, rising up. Stay focused on your mission and know that the universe and angels are supporting you every step of the way. This is part of your ascension process. In order to fully integrate as both soul and human, it is essential for you to face any challenges or mend any relationships you have been putting off dealing with. By stepping forward and facing the complications in your earth life, you let your soul grow and ascend. Holy
Oh,
Hannah.
that is just beautiful. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was so what happened to me and what happened to you is
Yeah,
we had
exactly.
an earthly moment,
We did. Yeah.
right? We had a human earthly moment.
Yes.
We recognized what it was
Yes.
and we let it go.
Absolutely. And that's the whole
That's
thing.
the
The
whole
letting
thing.
it go. Don't let it come up into your awareness and stir these things like self-judgment or any of that. Not that more 3D stuff. No, just let
Yes.
it go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. And
Oh
it
my
goes
God. Yeah.
so incredibly well with what you got.
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff
You
up,
can't.
folks.
I
Like,
mean,
honestly, if we ever tried to sit down and say, okay, we're going to make up a show,
a
we
script or
could
something.
never, ever do as good a job.
We would never get the
No.
synchronicities and all of these things coming together like this, right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
so
what's your story for today?
my story for today, I heard the angels say, they said time and relativity. And I'm like, what? Why are they? I didn't say this to them, but I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, why are they coming up with such big topics that, and I had to go to Mr. Google, you know, and I said to Marina backstage, I said, I had to ask, how does time and relativity interface with humanity's awakening? What is the correlation? So I was like, oh my God. But let me just say, I said to Marina, she said, so how are you? Or, you know, how are you doing? I said, I've been cranky. And I told her about the story with my poor husband who was interrupting me while I was trying to do something. But I was a little salty.
Mhm.
And I knew, oh God, you know, I knew what was going on. And I knew what, you know, my reaction, what it was all based from. And it's an old pattern, by the way.
Yeah.
But I realized in that moment, just like Marina, I didn't react more. I kept it at that and said, oh gosh, I'm reacting.
Yes.
And I realized, but then, and in the same vein, I love exactly what Marina got, that moment that we had that does not, like you slip down 25 rungs on the ladder.
Yeah.
No, it's just an illusionary story or pattern that is coming up just to say, how are you doing on this?
Yeah.
And then we got the mirror.
Yes.
And we're still who we are.
Yes.
We are the divine source beings of light projecting down into this vehicle, because all of that is just a story and a mirror. We're still who we were when we, decided to come down to Earth school. So,
Yeah, and
remember that.
We're not staying in that 3D place where it's like, okay, why did I think that? Why did I say that? Yeah. Oh my gosh. And, when you get into that self-doubt and all that. And I mean, I know in the past, I could spend days.
Yes, so could I. Circling, reworking it, understanding it. And now all you have to do is come on, snap out of that thing you're seeing, and you go, oh, yeah. Okay. And that's it. Leave it. Let it go. You're in the now moment. That's already gone. That moment's gone. This is a new moment. Don't look back beyond that. You've already gone past it. So this is what. So as far as time and relativity, because I mean, it was a big box concept. My brain had to expand. It isn't even a box. It's a multidimensional concept. So the interplay of time and relativity on humanity's awakening is really geared to remembering that the now is all there is. That's all there is. If we're talking ourselves into feeling something about something that way or that way, we're not in the now. That should tell you enough right there. There's your instruction. Stay in the now.
Yes.
Okay. So, this is where you can have transformation and self-realization in that now moment. So you are always an eternal being in this vehicle. Yes. That never changes. You're already healed. You're already everything. You already are everything. You came in with it all and you have it all. So, in time, the illusion of linear time, there's past and future. But really, through meditation, channeling, and Akashic record work, individuals can tap into timeless knowledge, rewriting karmic patterns and accessing potential futures. So really what you're doing is you're saying, I believe, and I told Marina backstage, that time is collapsing into this one lifetime, into this now moment. And so we're having all these things come in that we're integrating, meshing with, and letting go of what we don't resonate with. But that is really because time is not linear. Yes. There is really no such thing as time like we know it. And it's happening because we're moving to fifth dimensional frequencies, and they don't have the same concept. Yes. So then there's the relativity and fluidity of time. So higher states of consciousness alter time perception. What have we been talking about, Marina, for a long time now, talking about how time is warping, time is changing, and you do a task and it should take 30 minutes and you get done in 15. Yes. Or, these things are, the clock says this and it's the same time. Yeah. After you've done 30 minutes of something, it's still the same time.
The same time.
I mean, all those things are really showing you that your expansiveness and your compression of time is happening. It's happening right now in front of you in these moments. So that is how, you can really access time and change a lot of different things about how you view yourself, knowing that you are this divine source being who is already whole. So letting go of all those illusions of illness or illusions of I know that sounds like a big word, and everybody's going to go, oh, but I have this or I have that. I'm not negating the fact that you might have something big that you're working through that you brought in this lifetime. But there is a way to negate that and come through and be your divine blueprint, the original divine blueprint that you are of the wholeness. Because in every cell of your body, the whole is contained. The whole multiverse is inside each cell, a complete picture of everything, the complete information. And that's why we can read Akashic records and things. The complete information is there. So going back to relativity and the fluidity of time, energetic shifts accelerate or slow time. So I must have been in some big acceleration of time when I had just gotten done with the show. I must have been shifting, because when I looked over and I saw myself in the kitchen walking to the pantry, that was the time had, accelerated in a way. I don't even know what you'd call that, but it was speeding up. It was speeding up or quickening. There's a whole bunch of things going on. I don't know how to say all of it, but I know I've experienced things that are time warping. Let's say that.
And sometimes we just don't have the words to explain what we are seeing and feeling. We haven't either discovered those words or been able to put them together so that they actually represent what it is that we're seeing and feeling.
I agree 100%. So that is absolutely true, because I find that when I'm channeling, I just put on Next Level Channeling. I held it back from December 16th because I know there are probably more articulate words I could use, and words that maybe don't even exist that could say what they're saying, but I did it the best I could anyway, and I put it on there. So awakening beyond time. So we're talking about being in the now, being in this space where time, the warping of time, because time isn't linear. Now we're talking about awakening beyond time. So the awakening process often involves stepping beyond the confines of time, recognizing multidimensionality. Humans are awakening to their existence beyond the 3D realm, where time is a construct. Time is a construct. It's just a little program inside the game. So this realization enables us to access parallel realities, higher dimensions, and soul's purpose. This is what's happening now. And living in the quantum field. What is the quantum field? The quantum field is the God source energy that is everywhere. Mm-hmm. And it's just that unity consciousness, basically. You could say that. Many are beginning to co-create in this quantum field where past, present, and future merge. That's the merging of timeline. Yes. Allowing for instant manifestation and healing. And what did I say? You are whole. Your wholeness is contained in every cell of your body. It's just your belief in this now moment. If you are able to believe in your wholeness, that's where the miracles happen. And it isn't even a miracle, but it is a miracle by our 3D standards to be who we really are while we're here in this human vessel. So then there's two more things: collective awakening and relativity. So it's relating to your soul's path. Each person's journey is influenced and by where they are on their timeline and lessons they have learned. So it's all relativity to one's soul's path. That's the collective awakening and relativity. But know this: you can jump by a light second into who you really are by this. I have seen people hear, like when they sat down and heard, one time what's really going on and what are the energies, how it all works, how our consciousness works, and they got it.
Yes.
They're already there. So, it's definitely an acceleration now. This is humanity accelerating to their awakening. It is definitely not something you need to spend 40 years doing anymore. So know that.
Yeah.
And shared tipping points. As people awaken, the collective energy amplifies, creating a gravitational pull that accelerates awakening for others. And that's just what we're saying when we do a meditation or visualization, like in Shine Your Light. You are sending out this information that's going all out there on the grid, all around the world and into the multiverse. And this is absolutely amplifying, creating a gravitational pull to those who are going to grab that they're going to resonate with that magnetic pull, and they're going to accelerate that awakening for themselves and everyone around them. It's just going to amplify, and amplify. So that's something why you want to participate in the Shine the Light.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that segue. That was, for those of you that might be thinking that, that might fall into the trap of trying to judge yourself and say, well, if these people are ascending and if they can shift in the snap of a finger, I can't do that. That's not really true. Everybody here has a purpose and a lesson. Your purpose and your lesson is going to come to you exactly at the moment that it should. So I've said several times and on several shows, we are all going to the same destination.
Yeah.
Some of us are flying there. Some of us are taking a train. Some of us are riding a bike, and some of us are going on a hike. We're going to arrive there at different quote unquote times. It doesn't mean that the person who is walking there has any less to contribute than the one who took the plane. We build on each other's energy. Yeah. So there is nothing to feel that I'm not getting it as quick as other people are. I'm not understanding something as quick as someone else is. The faith that you have in your own soul's destiny, that you are here for a purpose and you are here to contribute to the collective in the way that you are meant to, and in the way that you have been trained through past lifetimes to get there. Absolutely. And sometimes, the universe will put things kind of in our way so that we don't get ahead of ourselves, right?
Yes,
so that is, maybe why some people might be dealing with certain ailments or certain things, is because when you make that progression, it is going to be so quick that it's like you can't make it any faster than it should, right? Because then it just kind of almost upsets the whole apple cart. So it's like I feel like I'm talking in imaginary things.
No, you really are. It makes perfect sense what you're saying. You really are drawing a really beautiful picture of how you're like one of the pieces in the cogs in the wheel, piece of the puzzle that has to all fit together for it all to work. And everyone has their part, their timing, their divine plan. And yeah, the universe will adjust to make sure you fit in just the right timing for
Yes.
you. And yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
I
yeah,
love that.
I don't want anyone to feel like, oh,
No.
well, what, it's the age-old question. Well, why some people they have spent their lifetime, suffering great misfortune and great difficulties and whatnot. Who would sign up for that? Someone who is extremely special. Someone who
Absolutely.
is,
A master
yes,
coming
yes,
down here during this special timing
exactly.
that you are even here to hear these words.
Yeah.
Says, yes, you are one of those people.
Exactly.
We all are.
Exactly. So, I don't, is life difficult here in Earth School? Yes, the perception that it is difficult is definitely there. Once you get to the other side, or once you get to that ascension process, it will not only make sense, but you'll be able to see why everything happened the way that it did.
Yeah.
And chances are very good that your comment is going to be, well, of course it had to happen that way.
Yeah,
Of course that had to happen.
Yes, and you'll have that higher perception of knowing why you would have chosen all those things for yourself. It all would coalesce in your mind, and you go, oh, man, that was brilliant. I get that.
Hey, I did a great job with that.
Yeah, exactly, right? Boy, I could put this thing together well. So, never think that you aren't exactly where you need to be, and never think that you have all the gifts, you have all the abilities, you are this divine source being. These aren't words. This is who you really are. The light is inside of you, in every cell of your body. And as you let in these higher frequencies that are outside of us, these things get triggered within us, inside of our DNA, that lets go of these codes that help us remember and help us reconnect. And these are the things that are happening now for everyone. So I just have one more thing here, and that is the great shifts and divine timing. We just talked about it.
Yep.
Everything is in timing. Everything is in perfect timing for everyone. And it aligns with the cosmic cycles, astrological ages, and universal timing. So this age of Aquarius emphasizes collective enlightenment, unity, and expansion of consciousness. And as Marina said, everything is in divine timing. It unfolds as part of a grand orchestrated plan, often aligning with celestial events or energetic shifts. So what are the practical tips to remember in this? Anchor in the present moment. There is only the now. Don't go back and think, oh, this, that. No, just stay right here, because time collapses when we focus on the now. Let me say that again. Time collapses when we focus on the now, allowing deeper clarity and peace. Imagine that. So the more you are in this present moment, all time is now, and you get it. You get it. Mm-hmm. So trust in the process. So be patient with yourself and others. It fosters growth for you in this awakening process, and expand your awareness with meditation, grounding, connecting with the higher realms. And I mean, don't sit there and say, oh, I wish I could talk to my guides. Sit down and talk to your guides. Like Marina was saying on one of our Lightworker shows, what's holding you back? What is holding you back? What's stopping you? Nothing.
Nothing. Just perception.
Just perception. You can do everything. In Yeshua or Jesus's words, you can do all these things and more. So yes, it's really not. It's very grounded and based on truth. So, really, it helps you transcend time connecting with the higher realms and attuning to the awakening energy. So that could be galactic beings, the Galactic Federation, whoever it is you're interested in having the Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, whoever you want to bring in. Start bringing them in by saying, get into a little, surround yourself with light, couple of breaths, ground yourself and say, I'm calling in the Galactic Federation now, a Galactic Federation of Light, and I would like to have a conversation about what's happening with humanity, or whatever you want to ask them, or say, do you have a message for me? And it's that simple. And I just want to say, it's funny, these cards really mirror everything Marina and I got. So this is Karmic Clearing Board. So as things come up, as our timelines are collapsing, it's all collapsing into the now as we spend more time in the now. Energetic clearing, rewrite your story and live your truth. What does rewrite your story actually mean? For me, it isn't even sitting there and doing something to say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, and the other thing. It is simply going to the story you see that's playing out in your mind or in front of you. I am not that story. I am the divine being that I am. So live your truth. Live your truth. Star being healing codes. So basically, this beautiful energy is wounds are healing and recharging. And what does that actually mean? Our 3D story wounded self is now able to come into alignment with the truth that we are already healed, because we never were unhealed. We're already whole. We're ready to do what we're here to do. So angelic frequency. This is, angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. So that is a beautiful, beautiful card to say we are never alone. We are never alone here. And Heart of Source, the final card. This is just gorgeous. Heart of Source. It really matches Marina's cards beautifully. All-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and sovereignty. And this is who we are. This is our card for us. We are never alone. And look at our light that shines.
Yes.
And what is it that dims our light? Our perception, letting something outside of us tell us who we are.
Yes.
Looking within and knowing who you are, feeling that divine source in that heart, your heart and mind coherence. Make sure that you have that heart activated with your beautiful feelings of love, because that is your gateway to everything. So I hope that makes sense.
It does. It does.
Good.
It's funny, as you were talking, that what I got, that the sense was, it's, some people can see color. Some people are colorblind. So for those that are colorblind, does the color blue exist?
Exactly. That is very, very true. Very, very true. Because I'm going to tell you, you are your consciousness. You choose what is your reality. And what your reality is what will be in front of you as you decide and pick. So if your perspective is, you can't see colors, you're not going to know about blue, and you're not going to have the color blue. If you don't know about feeling unworthy, you're not going to have unworthiness inside of you in your game, in your matrix, because you don't have that concept. What are your perspectives telling you? Are they distorted? Because they should be telling you you're a creator being.
Yes.
You're a creator being in training, a creator God in this vehicle, here to experience. And what are you here to experience? You have the yin and yang, the right, wrong, good, bad, dialectic thinking. But what are you really here to do? That's distraction, and you're learning lessons from it. Just to coalesce and come back into yourself and realize, I am not separated from anything. I am connected to all, and I am all that is, and all that is me, divine source. That is the whole reason why we're here. So
Exactly.
collapse that right down.
You know, one of the things that I think that the part of the reason that we experience and we everybody out in the galaxies wants to come to Earth School is because this is where we have the opportunity to do the most learning about the most things.
Yeah.
So, you know, we could talk to you about compassion and what it feels like, and what compassion is and what it should look like and so on. But until you yourself experience compassion, it's a concept. It's like describing the color blue to someone who's colorblind.
Love that.
Right? You're going to pick up on a little thing, but it's not going to mean anything to you. So in the various lifetimes, that's when we encounter things that are maybe unpleasant, or that we seem to think are that are challenges. Is there are lessons in that challenge, and we overcome those things when we recognize that, okay, that's what it is. It's a challenge. I can be the victim of a circumstance, and I can allow myself to get into that victim mentality, or I can say, all right, the lesson here is that I am bigger than this whole thing.
Yeah.
I am bigger than any circumstance or anything that has happened. I am going to, like you said, rewrite your history. No, I am not a survivor, because a survivor implies that something went wrong.
Yeah.
And that I had to survive something. Yeah. No, I learned a lesson. That's what it was. I learned a lesson. And I value that lesson. And even though the experience itself may not have been pleasant, it may not have been something that I would choose to do again. But look at me.
That's right.
Look at what I'm doing. Look at the magic that I can put together. The story that I can weave and all that. So we are all of this, all the wisdom we got from all of our stories, all of our experiences, yes, is valid, and we take that wisdom and we keep that wisdom, and it's in our souls. It's in our souls. But the stories are just stories. They aren't us. So yes, the wisdom we keep and the stories we let dissolve. Mm-hmm. So that is kind of like where we've some of us have kept a little bit of trauma or pieces in our physical body, or yes, that kind of thing. But if you just kind of let go of all that and you connect to your soul's essence that is here, that is your true form. That is your light body. That is your divine blueprint, and all the cells of your body, which hold the wholeness and the truth of who you are. And so, yeah, I love that. I love that. And we are teachers for each other. It is no accident that we are all here at this time doing what it is that we're doing. And everyone brings their circumstance sort of to the table, mm-hmm, and we learn from each other. This is why the ascension is happening so quickly. This is why so many people are now coming on board to light work, to different things, to asking questions that go deeper than just the superficial.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
And
Exactly.
so we are here, we act as students and teachers for each other all the time.
All the time. And that's why I always like to say that no matter who you come across, somebody teaching a class or you're taking a class. I am a student in many classes, and I also teach some classes. No
Yes.
one is your guru.
Yes.
Keep your power. Stand in your power as a sovereign being. You're just learning something from someone. There are no more gurus. So you are your own guru. You are your own. And
Yes.
so we are all on a level playing field. And remember, don't give your power away to someone else, because what we're all here to do with each other is to show who we really are, that beautiful God's source energy that we are, and to stand in that confidence and sovereign light, to move out into the world and help each other find their, reflect the light to them that they are within, because that's basically all we're doing. I mean, and sometimes it takes a while for somebody who's inside of a story to pop out of that whole drama 3D story stuff.
Yes.
And go, oh.
Yeah.
You mean none of that? And then that just goes away. That just all dissolves, and they're catching on that that's just an illusionary kind of setting or play for them to experience. So I love that. I love that. Yeah. So
this time is it's fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous. And I am encouraged by so many people who are asking questions, who are seeing that the time shifts, who are seeing that, wait a minute, this is something that should have happened, but it didn't. Or did it?
It's true. Those are, and the Mandela effect kind of things are, and it's kind of like what you were talking about. It's things in your own personal life that you aren't sure really happened or didn't happen or whatever. All these things are happening where you don't know what. You're not sure.
Exactly. I can tell you honestly that I know when I was married, my ex was in the military, so I spent a good deal of time being for all intents and purposes, a single parent.
Yeah.
I know that I parented. I know that I cooked meals.
Yeah.
I know that I took care of the house and, did the laundry and so on. I do not have specific memories of those things. I know that I had to have gone through them because my child survived. Clearly, I fed him at some point, right? But to go back and to think, there are some things that I can think about that I know exactly what I did.
Yes.
And then there are other parts that are
they're empty. I totally get what you're saying about that. And that is an interesting thing to think about. Is your memory even real, or is it that game construct that helps you feel how you feel in the present? Think about it like that, right? It's all part of the game that you have these memories. And there are many times I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't remember every single thing I did as the kids were growing up in terms of the everyday stuff. I mean, it's just an empty thing. And you wonder, did we really go through those things in this split second? Did all those memories just get planted and I'm here now? Think about that.
Yes.
We came in, here we are. And this was a story that was implanted.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it that way, it's quite an interesting concept.
It is. It is.
Because it kind of takes you away from being hooked into any 3D stories or situations because you go, wait a minute.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why it's so interesting sometimes when we talk to family members or people who went through those experiences with us. And, they could say, do you remember that weekend that we drove to such and such?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I don't.
Well, of course you do. We did this and this and this. Okay. So does that mean it didn't happen because I don't recall it? Does it mean that, that's part of my past or a truth that maybe I'm not willing to look at? And does it really matter? We're here now. We got here.
That's the whole thing. Really maybe the memory is just a backstory that we have for ourselves, like a story. And this is the backstory. And so here you are with this backstory, memories that you think this is why I am how I am, or whatever, from childhood or whatever.
Yes.
But really, what if those are just, we bring those memories in and implant them, and we actually aren't even born like families or whatever. And this is just, and now we're now here in this moment. Think about it like that. I mean, really, who's to say what was real and what wasn't?
Yes.
I mean, it's a concept to think about because it sort of pulls you out of that drama and has your brain thinking, oh, wow. How do we know? Yes.
And not only the background, but everything else is magnified. Absolutely magnified. And comes back to, okay, whatever happened, I'm here. I can, even if I was to go back into and review the past, reviewing the past today, I have the opportunity because I am the I am. I am all, and all is me. I can rewrite that.
You can.
I can rewrite that whole story and say, you know what? That was the script then, and it worked then. It no longer works for me. So here is a new script. I'm creating a new script because I can do that.
A new background, a new foundation of where you came from to now can be absolutely done for yourself. And that is the rewriting of the story. And, so maybe that's what we should be doing right now.
Yes.
So,
exactly.
So we have
that whatever you think is going on, may or may not be going on. And that there are other things. It is possible, you know how when they say it's possible for two divergent thoughts to be true at the same time.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
It may not make sense, but it is absolutely possible.
There are paradoxes in this game program. So you just have to know that in this matrix, there are the paradoxes. So, yeah, it's an interesting concept. I
Totally.
can't believe 50 minutes has already gone by.
I know. And I'll tell you, it's what I have found kind of interesting is as we're talking, and I know that we are recording this, my eye keeps going to where the chat is, thinking,
Oh
you know,
yeah, thinking what are people thinking? Are they vibing with this? And you
Yeah.
guys, so it's a little daunting that we can't, But when I do put this on Premiere, it'll go live,
Yes.
and I'll try even from Mexico. I'll try to be in the chat with you all so I can field whatever questions you have and.
And take it from there. But
Yeah.
there you go. It's a perfect example of the two realities coexisting. We are recording a show that is happening now.
Yeah.
You're going to see it in the future.
December 16th in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. So
January 16th.
Is that December? Oh my God, my brain.
You're going back.
I'm back. I mean, January 16th. Look at me.
Yeah. So which one is real? Which one is real? Is it this one or the one that you're watching on the 16th?
Isn't that funny?
It's an interesting rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah.
And say, okay.
Because you get to be right about your reality.
Yes.
You get to be right.
Yes.
Whether you rewrote your story or not. So why not rewrite your story so you can be right about whatever you want to be, you want to look at. So, I mean, why not? Here it is, 2025, where miracles happen daily and synchronicities are every minute. So it's just simply there for us to tap into all of this energy that is what we've been talking about on this episode 109, which is that's a lot of episodes. So it is. It really is. So I think they're really getting into some complex ideas about this because we are in this advanced time where this is going to be really apparent to all of you. You're going to see these moments happen in your life. And at least this will be a foundation for you to be able to look back. Oh, yeah, I know something about this, or I've heard something about that. So you can feel comfort knowing we're all experiencing this.
Yes.
And to me, I know you feel the same way, Marina. We think it's fun. It's an adventure. Oh,
yes.
We just experience it and go about our business. But it's interesting.
It is. So, it is very, very much so. And when I think back to when we first started, the messages that we were getting initially were profound, but they were little bits.
Yeah,
right?
A little bit.
Little breadcrumbs here and there. Now
it's like whole encyclopedias are downloaded.
Exactly. Now they're saying, okay, all right, you've done the work up until now. So, we don't have to explain it to you. We're just going to give you the concept. You know what to do with it.
Exactly. Well, that's what they kind of said to me. They said, you know what to do. And I said, you want me to Google it? And they said, you do what you need to do. So I just want to say, if we want to pull a card for the community, we can do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
I will go back to the angelic activations and we'll pull something. Right.
And it's funny, I stayed with the gateway of activation myself. And I pulled.
Hey, the cards were there.
They were working.
They were working. Yeah. Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It ain't broke.
All right. What do you need to share with the collective?
So I'm just going to show that I pulled angelic frequencies again. And this is really, angels are here. You are safe, potent connection. So just know that whatever we're going through right now, we are not alone. These higher frequencies that are coming in are very, very, very potent. And so you notice how there's light and there's dark.
Yes.
There's light and there's dark. It's okay. The dark is also us. It's okay. We encompass all of it. Don't reject anything that is you. Accept it all in, because it's all the light. It really is. So
Beautiful. And this absolutely goes along with that. This is Azrael.
Woo-hoo.
And Azrael, healing will come from this. The activation is, thank you, Azrael, for guiding me to the healing within this time of change.
Wow.
And that's what it feels like we're going through. But we're being guided. We are healing from this. This is a time of change and transition. You may feel your current situation is out of your control. Hello. But Azrael and angelic energy is here to bring you hope and strength. Healing is happening. Trust in yourself and in your prayers, for the worst is almost over and you will have good experiences once more.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
We got 2 angel cards, and I mean, that is just
yeah, doesn't that really absolutely speak to what it is that we're going through, right?
It
Going
does.
through change, we're going through things. It's fine.
It's fine.
Healing will come from this.
Healing will come from this. And I have to say, before we sign off, is that I feel like we've had a lot of presence with us during this show. I feel this energy coming in, and it's like, it's so potent. I mean, so that was just an interesting thing. They really wanted to get some energy. So those of you who watch this are going to get some kind of download from all of this.
Absolutely.
They're really here. So anyway,
it's funny because when you were talking, and especially when you were reading about the message, I could feel the energy of Einstein. I could feel the energy of Stephen Hawking. All that
great minds, these geniuses of astrophysics and whatnot. Astrophysicists that are created all these beautiful ideas and concepts. And we definitely need to understand all of this, because they really had a grasp of what all this was about. So
they did.
That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of extremely powerful energy with us, and thank you, each and every one.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you to those of you that have listened, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you
absolutely. Like and subscribe to Marina Heart Centered Tarot. Book a reading. Her website is marinasheartcenteredtarot.com. You can just send an email if you want, which you can find on her YouTube channel in the About area. And I'll also have it linked below, the whole thing, so you can click on that. And so thank you all for watching this.
Same thing with Val's channel. Make sure that you go over there, do the same thing, sign yourself up for some classes, and learn how to read the Akashic record for yourself. See if it doesn't change your life.
That would be enormous. And take Marina's 30-day unity course, because achieving unity, because you will achieve unity. If you want to turbo boost yourself, go sign up for that. you can take that and you do it at your own speed. So that is
Yes.
the beauty of it. And yeah, it's going to be beautiful. So I highly suggest you do that. So thank you all for being here. And well, I assume you'll be here. You will, won't you? We love you guys.
Yes,
Bye.
we do. Take care, all. Bye.